straight up. Zephyr banned Centaur. Ooh. And Lycan banned from Pokerface. So we got some picks and bans going on already. Yeah. Much different to the Tier 2 we just watched.
Yeah, a little interesting to see an early Enchantress ban that's probably just they don't want Pokerface to grab that.
Yeah.
And seeing the Pokerface like little logo there, I'm thinking it's only a matter of time before a poker sponsor picks them up.
It's probably their plan all along. Oh, that's such a smart idea. I didn't even think about that, but yeah, you know, I can see PokerStars.
There is a lot of crossover between the poker community and the esports industry.
Yeah, especially RTS, and I guess like MOBAs or like Dota is kind of like was born from RTS, so there's some relation there.
Oh, I mean, certainly.
You can see that. We're starting with an Ancient Apparition pick from Zephyr. Interesting, but a very powerful support, so.
Not a huge surprise there. And the thing with Ancient Apparition is that you're basically forced to play the game differently against him. It's like how Pudge changes the game, where you always have to be looking out for those hooks.
Yeah.
And in a way, it just you have to react to that hero specifically and learn how to deal with him. Obviously, heroes that heal may become a little bit weaker. And
you got to probably spread out your team a bit more.
Absolutely.
And you have to be careful where you're fighting. And like when you're doing like Roshan, for instance, like that thing gets brutal. Like
it does.
You're trying to tank Roshan and you get hit by that ulti. Like you can't heal. You got to run pretty much.
Unless you have a very solid advantage, at least.
Yeah, absolutely. And Shadow Demon being banned by Pokerface, I like that. I mean, such a powerful support also.
Yeah. Well, Pokerface certainly thinking a lot about the heroes they want, and Febby, his last 3 picks, Shadow Shaman, Wisp. We'll see if he stays in the support role.
Ooh, we got a Bat Rider and Ember Spirit, and a Sand King for Zephyr.
Oh, that's an Aosin hero. It's totally all about the Sand King.
Oh, yeah?
That's like, I feel his signature hero.
Such a strong hero. I really enjoy watching both Ancient Apparition and Sand King in games, and Ember Spirit. You know, all these flashy heroes. Great engagements. Blink Sandstrike, Burrow Strike into ulti and all that. So fun to watch.
We'll have to see exactly who's going to be playing what on Pokerface. I would not be surprised if the roles switched up a little bit. So I don't want to, try to assume too much about the roles of their team, but I'm assuming everything on Zephyr will pretty much be in the same. Ja will just take over that support role for the time being. That's Pokerface with the Bat Rider. Probably ends up in the off lane. I have seen Febby play that hero before, so it wouldn't be a huge stretch to see him on that hero. And Ember Spirit, Pokerface, they could run him mid or bot lane. He was banned out so much last season that he would never make it through the draft almost. It was very rare.
Yeah, it's such a strong hero.
Oh, he's getting nerfed a little bit next patch, unfortunately. I'm sad. I played a lot of Ember Spirit. I admit it, guys. I was an Ember Spirit
You're one of those guys?
I was one of those guys. I got my rating up pretty high because of it.
Yeah, he's a lot of fun. I absolutely love watching him in games. I'm such a fan for just watching Dota, Like, I watch it more than I play it. I'm pretty sure, all my hours and, in the game is me just observing tournaments I've paid tickets for.
I love the tournament ticket system, which, by the way, as soon as the new patch hits, you will be able to buy the in-game ticket for the KDL Season 2. They have a really cool Slark set with it and some custom wards as well. You can, if you really want to see what that looks like, I know Cyborg Matt has some patch analysis notes as well online, so do a little bit of Google, Reddit searching.
Yeah.
I think there's an On Gamers article or something about that, so go ahead and check that out if you're interested in a little bit more detail.
Yeah, I'll definitely be picking up that ticket for sure, man. Did you happen to watch Starladder?
Oh yeah, I caught almost all of the Starladder.
You pay for a ticket?
I didn't pay for the ticket.
Oh, I paid for a ticket. And I was listening to the cast at the same time. I was such a nerd.
I will definitely be getting the next season ticket, though.
Man. It was a great finals.
Yeah, I was watching on the stream, though. It was very, very good games. And DK just smashed Face, man.
They were ridiculous. I thought it was so interesting that Burning chose a different hero for every match.
Yeah.
He never played the same one twice. That's amazing.
You can't actually, outdraft DK.
Apparently not.
Impossible.
You just got to become gods of Dota, essentially, and just master every hero.
Yeah. Well, Cynical, he does like to play Chen.
I want to see some Meepo. Apparently, he's been playing Meepo. I want to see that.
All right, I can explain the Meepo pick.
All right,
so
lay it on me.
They kind of were trolling around a little bit when he was still on 5 and Q. It was their last match as a team, so that's where that pickup comes from. But Pokerface, they have the puck as well as the Treant Protector, which is definitely shedding a lot of light on these lanes. But whoa, Zephyr, both Queen of Pain and the TA.
That's interesting. We're going to see like a co-op off lane, perhaps?
It could be an off lane. This also could mean that they're trying to do an offensive trial.
Wow. I've never done that with my hair, but, you know, it's interesting.
I just look at how little Blitz cares. He's like, I'm on TV, and I'm just here to play Dota and doll up my hair.
Yeah. I might have to give him some tips after the game, man. Because I don't know if he can pull it out.
I hope you do, Minglade. you're the master of long hair, man.
You just gotta let it flow, man. That's the trick. You know,
let it flow.
Just let it flow. Be wild.
JYU has played both the puck and Quap, which will be seen on opposite sides of the team, but
seems like a very mid-based player.
Yeah. MP does a lot of carrying. I think I did see him occasionally in the mid lane. I love the Treant Protector pickup from Pokerface.
Yeah, that's going to be so strong.
They've been doing this. They're doing more of an EG Roxas style draft where you get these, I guess, unorthodox heroes as support, but Treant has been becoming used a lot more, but it feels like
he seems so strong.
Only certain teams I feel have really mastered him.
Yeah, EG for sure. I remember watching them in Style Ladder use him, and they were amazing.
I loved it, man. Like EG, they're the team where like you know what heroes they're really good with, and you're just like, ban Naga, ban Tree, or like we're just going to have a hard time this game.
Absolutely.
But with Zephyr picking up both the Templar Assassin and the Queen of Pain, it's going to kind of throw a wrench in what their lanes could be. I would not be a fan of offensive tri-laning because then we won't be able to see Aosin move into the jungle and get a lot of early farm on the Sand King. So it could just be Quap offlane, maybe even TA offlane. We have seen a little bit of that in the past.
Oh, and we got a Lunar. Lunar for the safe lane. I like that. Corey going to be farming up a Storm for sure.
Certainly will be, and that's a good hero to farm with. I haven't seen too much Luna Corey, but it is a hero I believe he's been practicing during the off-season, so we'll have to see how he performs on the hero, but regardless, I do expect him to, like you said, farm up a Storm.
Let's hope so. I mean, Lunar isn't very effective without that farming, so the goal of the game for sure would be to kill as many creeps as you can.
Indeed. All right, ladies and gentlemen, the heroes have been picked and banned. It's time to move into our Tier 1 match, best of 3 at the KDL between Pokerface and Team Zephyr. Who's going to win, Moonglade?
Zephyr's probably going to win, man.
2-0 Zephyr?
2-0. I'm feeling it.
That's your prediction. That's your feeling. Bet all your rares on Zephyr.
You can try. But I mean, like, Pokerface has a pretty good lineup, too. You know, I wouldn't count them out at all. I mean,
they have the Ember Spirit. Can't ever count out Ember Spirit.
Absolutely. Let's really see how that mid lane goes. I mean, Ember against TA.
Well, I don't think he'll be in the mid lane because they did pick up Puck unless they want to put Puck in the off lane.
Very good point. Very good point. We'll have to wait and see, I guess.
I'm pretty sure he'll end up in the safe lane. That's.
You're right. It looks like Ember was moving towards the safe lane.
Well, Puck's also moving down there, but that's probably just a little
Dual
bit of
safe
early
lane.
rotations.
They're going to fight for farm. It's going to be one of those games. I've been there in many pub games.
In the trench, so to speak.
It happens, bro.
Okay, well, we may have an early altercation at the bottom lane. Zephyr using that Chilling Touch way early. Wow. They want to fight.
They want to kill, man. Oh. And they're creeping up.
Aosin leading the charge. If he spots somebody, it could be a fight. He's going to see them. He's not using his Burrow Strike quite yet. Oh, man, he's trying to chase after Febby. He gets the stun. And there's going to be a follow-up as well. Illusionary Orb coming out. Can they get him? Another hit or two should kill Febby. And Bamboo gets the first blood. Very nice. But they're able to turn around. They get the Sand King, but the Treant's dead. He's down. They're moving over onto Sky next. Can they finish him off? Do they have the speed advantage? Corey giving chase. If he can get a stun off, Shadow Strike hits. Uh-oh, this is not looking good. Another hit.
Oh, my goodness. 3 kills before, as the horn was blowing for the start of the game. This is ridiculous. This is a great start for Zephyr.
This is a best case scenario for Zephyr and not where you want to be. when it comes to Pokerface.
Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Wow.
All right. Well, Bambo is playing on the Queen of Pain, and it is going to be an offensive tri-lane, though, so I'm still perfectly fine to do that. with Sand King, I do like to get a farm on him so you can get your Blink Dagger a little bit faster.
I guess they just really want to shut down that Ember Spirit as best they can.
Absolutely, Moonglade. One of the best ways to deal with an Ember Spirit in the safe lane is to offensively tri-lane against him and just focus on shutting him down in the early stages. So
is he? I've definitely seen in many games in the past, if he gets shut down, he's pretty much completely useless.
Uh-oh, Cynical looks like he's going to die.
I guess he didn't know it was a tri-lane until then.
Now he knows it's a tri-lane, and Zephyr already has a level advantage over Pokerface.
A level advantage and 3 kills, so it's looking really good for Zephyr right now.
Indeed it is. This is probably just a glimpse of things to come, but we will be seeing the TA Puck matchup in the mid lane. Traditionally, TA does pretty darn good against Puck.
I would imagine TA does just about amazing against all heroes, maybe except for Viper with his corrosive skin, but yeah, I mean, Refraction is just so damn good.
Indeed it is. It's offensive and defensive all wrapped into one little package, kind of like Flame Guard.
Very, very true.
So the question here is, Moonglade, how does Febby find farm on the Ember Spirit?
Well, he might have to just change lanes. He might have to go off lane, you know? I don't know. I don't know how he's going to find it.
Pull a Mad Hatter, change places.
Yeah, he might have to, or he's going to have to find a way to deal with this tri-lane.
I actually kind of wish that Pokerface would have just dodged the tri-lane and went top.
Yeah.
I think that would have been much better, but I mean, in that scenario, then you got a Queen of Pain versus a Bat Rider matchup, which, I mean, they're doing that in top anyway, but I'm sure Queen of Pain will be able to find more than enough farm. He'll be pretty happy.
Oh, yeah. It looks like Blitz going to get an Invis rune.
Indeed. Uh-oh. There's actually 8 stacks on
really,
Bambo. Holy crap.
And that's a really brave Bat Rider.
That is quite the brave Bat Rider. And I would have to say the same for Bambo as well, because 8 stacks, like, that's like 2 right clicks and you're dead.
And it looks like Bambo is chasing down the Bat Rider top left, though we can't see it right now. I mean, something's going on. And at the same time, looks like a bit of an invade into the jungle.
Yeah, looks like Eosin will get his farm after all.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Bambo.
These guys are going to war up top, trading so much.
He needs to be very careful.
He does.
You know, one of the cool things about Bambo Moonglade is that he plays a lot of unconventional off-lane heroes that we don't see too often in that position. I know he played a Naga Siren off-lane, which is something you almost never see.
That's interesting. Usually see him either like safe lane or like
mid
lane or support, but never really off-lane.
I love playing Naga support. That's what I've been up to nowadays. But hold that thought. We have a dead Ember Spirit dying very fast.
Getting shut down. A little too aggressive with the sleight of hand and steering chains. I guess he just didn't see where that Ancient Apparition was and just really miscalculated his harass.
Now the problem is there's just so much burst on Zephyr's end. They just have the Burrow Strike Initiation and Chilling Touch on all 3 of those heroes. Right click. Loosen Beam, dead, and there's no Flame Guard for Ember Spirit as well, so he is just saying, I'm just going to, you know, do the 1-2 build, get my Q and W up, and it leaves him very weak.
Very vulnerable.
He has to be, I feel like he needs to play more defensive in this situation.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, that was entirely his kind of misstep, trying to be too aggressive, so maybe, hang back a little bit more. Try and get the farm he can. They're getting pretty behind from this.
They're falling very far behind, just in creep score alone, with 26 last hits on the Luna, so she's doing pretty darn solid. And TA middle as well, 25 last hits, very good. I mean, Queen of Pain, 13, which is all right.
It's not too bad.
She's tied up, though, with the Bat Rider, which is the important thing to look at. But, yeah, Pokerface, they're losing mid and bottom lane, and top lane's going to be a wash, most likely.
Yeah.
So it looks like Pokerface decided to cool it off a little bit. Don't want to get...
They decided to... They realized they've been overstepping their bounds a little bit. They need to kind of just sit back a bit more and farm up their Ember Spirit. But they're really going to have to look at the mid game, I think, before this Luna gets too big.
Ember Spirit once again.
Oh my goodness! And
killed off so fast.
This is a few too many deaths for the Ember Spirit. They cannot be feeding the Luna like this.
I have a feeling that Zephyr will finish this game before the 20-minute mark, based on how things are going.
If it keeps going this way, absolutely. I mean, there's just no answer for a fed Lunar.
Oh, mid lane, though.
They're going to try on the TA.
They break the coil. Silence on him as well. There's 2 teleportations coming in to try to keep him alive. Refraction up. Blitz trying to scare away the Bat Rider. He's extremely low enough. A lot of stacks of napalm. They will be A-OK. Oh, very nice.
Beautiful timing.
Now, the timing was key. The phase shift, keeping him alive.
Looks like we got another engagement with the Ancient Apparition and Sand King, but they run into each other. I don't know if they can really be here.
Oh, it's almost a turnaround. One more hit. They're not able to get Ja. Aosin, with no detection, he's just chilling there. He'll be A-OK.
And after all that, no one died.
Yeah, that's the crazy thing.
Very, very close engagement.
Lots of very close potential deaths on both ends. Nice block by the puck with the phase ship from the Queen of Pain's ultimate.
Yeah, that was amazing timing.
That was very good timing. And also, Ja was very close to dying on the Ancient Apparition. Was able to get out just in the nick of time. Blitz helping out his I guess, temporary stand-in teammate.
Yeah. Bat Rider getting some free farm up top.
Indeed. Luna continuing the farm in the bottom lane. I don't believe he was really part of that engagement in the middle.
He was just enjoying the free farm, I think. He was just, doing what he does best and just getting those kills, getting to the late game with mad farm. Pretty much his goal.
Midas on the TA. And, I mean, Blitz had an amazing early game. So I totally am okay with the early Midas.
Absolutely. These guys are so far ahead right now. I mean, they can be getting Midas on everyone, I feel.
I also feel like if you get that Midas on the TA, it allows her to kind of do a lot more in the later stages because you're going to be able to farm for those more important items in the later stages instead of focusing on being more of a mid hero, like a mid-oriented hero.
Absolutely. Looks like another bad engagement.
No.
Caught out of position.
Once again, there's the Dream Coil, though. And they do break it on Corey. I don't know if they can finish him off, though. And
they decide to back off. TP in just to be safe. Sand King wants to keep going, though. He tries to take out Puck. Ember Spirit's still hanging around there, and Ember Spirit is out of mana. He could be in trouble.
And they don't end up picking off anybody. Puck, well, the only person to die, even the living armor, unable to keep him up and healthy. So, man, just I think, Pokerface, they would have done a lot better if they didn't lose those early, didn't have those early deaths.
Yeah, there's the deaths before the game even started was just ridiculous. I mean, and another gank here. This is definitely going to be a kill.
Yeah, I think they'll get him. Yep,
absolutely, really caught out.
Nice play from.
These guys aren't happy.
Yeah. Nice play from Zephyr and Blitz in particular. And rotation from Bambo as well. Just, helped secure the kill.
Yeah.
I don't think he would have been able to do his solo, but I certainly was able to get it with some help. That hairdo, man. You need to help him out, Moonglaive, pronto.
Yeah, man.
Like, pause the game.
I might have to actually step in a second. And
we're going to have to pause the game. Moonglaive will step into the booth and just help out Blitz a little bit.
Yeah, I got to straighten him out.
Okay, well, Corey's been doing pretty darn good with this farm. Picking up some drums, a wand.
Yeah, he's doing just fine.
Absolutely. Looking pretty healthy. Now, Pokerface. No, they're not going to rotate. It was looking like they may have tried to go bottom. So, I mean, without Ember Spirit, Pokerface don't really have any card carries. They have some core heroes with the Bat Rider and the Puck, but
yeah, they're not really like late game sort of heroes. They're not going to really be doing that much. And I mean, they're really counting on the Ember Spirit, but the Ember Spirit has been shut down so much and it's died so many times now. To the Lunar of all people, like the main carry for Zephyr. I mean, they're feeding like their doom essentially.
And here's the thing: Ember Spirit, if you shut him down early. You normally get your Battle Fury between like 18 to 22 minutes on him, and that will not happen this game. It absolutely will not happen.
Absolutely not.
He's going to be useless for so long.
Yeah, he's going to be essentially as useful as like Puck. Well, probably less useful than like Puck and Bat Rider.
Blink forward.
So he's trying to trying to pick a fight with the quad and the Sand King. That was a little risky.
And this is what makes Batrider so hard to kill on the Radiant end of the off lane. You can just kind of fly in between the high and low ground, and you can also steal some creep experience. And if things get really dicey, you can just fly near that secret shop way far away from anyone else.
Absolutely.
But you know what? MP picks up a Blink Dagger pre-11 minutes, so...
That's not too bad.
Yeah, that's not too bad at all. And actually, he has 49 last hits with no deaths. So this is a pretty...
That's the most farmed hero on that team by far, man.
Indeed it is.
That's I mean, look at the Ember Spirit in the comparison. It's kind of ridiculous. He's got twice the amount of last hits.
I'm pretty sure this will turn into a Batrider carry game, Moonglade.
I'm looking forward to that. You know, I haven't seen that before, but you know, I'm ready.
I don't think we'll ever see it. But still, he has that as well as the smoke. So the Blink Dagger's not revealed yet, Moonglade, which means they're going to try to get basically a guaranteed kill by hiding the Blink Dagger.
It looks like they're getting ready to do something. Posturing up, maybe looking for Blitz.
There's a lot of good ward coverage, though. They're going to spot him, and they drag a Blitz back. Can they finish him off, though? That's the question. There's a lot of damage. It's enough. 4 heroes to commit to pick off Blitz, but they drag him down.
It was a good kill, absolutely. And I think they're going to have to try and repeat that in the bottom lane, maybe shut down this Lunar a bit more, because this Lunar is just free farming like nothing.
Yeah,
they really have to do something about her soon, or it's just going to be too late. It might even be too late, to be honest.
A bit of a skirmish in the top lane, but well, no harm, no foul. Everyone's still a-okay. Just a bit of damage
trades.
exchange.
A lot of trades in top lane.
Indeed.
Looks like we got a smoke gank going on.
Yeah, it's time for the smoke gank, and Jaw has picked up level 6 on his Ancient Apparition, which means that Ice Blast, no healing whatsoever for Pokerface. Oh, they see Sky. They're going to ping him.
Oh, my goodness.
And I'm pretty sure this Bane is done for Moonglade.
Yeah, this is not looking good at all. Oh, beautiful kill here, but they're going to have to deal with the Ember Spirit. Are they going to follow up and try and deal with him, too? Oh, he gets out of there.
Joe comes in, but silence, and Eosin could actually end up falling. No, he's going to Burrow Strike and turn it around, but another hit, and the puck gets him. Getting another kill, finally.
A good TP in by Puck.
Oh, I find it appropriate that the Queen of Pain picked up a Dagon.
Oh, that's cute. I like that. I'm glad we got to see at least one Dagon today.
Indeed, we didn't really get to see any Dagons from Dagon 5.
They didn't really deliver.
From the first match, but well, we're going to see it on good old Bambo. Eosin also picking up his Tranquil Boots. This is something that we've been seeing a little bit more recently on Sand Kings. Instead of going for an earlier Blink Dagger and Naked Boots, they actually get the Tranquil and a little bit more farm up beforehand.
Yeah, I like that. It's definitely a different way to play. Keeps him out there a bit longer.
It'll allow them to do a little bit more roaming, I feel.
Yeah,
want to be more active.
Oh. Looks like they're looking for Cynical.
Uh-oh, they spot Cynical.
And they found him.
Yeah, Burrow Strike.
And they're TPing in for it. I don't know if this was a good idea. We'll have to wait and see.
Oh, they're doing a lot of damage, actually, and holy crap, Zephyr lose 3 members. They're going to lose Bambo as well.
That was insane. What a great ultimate by the Puck. That did so much damage. And then Ember Spirit to come in and finish everything off. That was beautiful. That was exactly what they needed.
That certainly is. I mean, it's still a 5,000 gold deficit, but the experience grab starting to creep a little bit more towards the center and
taking it back slowly.
Yeah, that was just a beautiful engagement from Pokerface.
A couple more of them, and you know they might be even. Maybe.
I think Zephyr got a little bit too cheeky.
They're getting a little overconfident, and they had to be put back in their place.
I mean, when the trees in the jungle, or below the Tier 1 tower, hiding in the trees, and, you know, he spotted all of Zephyr basically down there.
Yeah.
Not a good sign. This is also a lot of creep stacks that the Batrider will pick up, so that means an earlier Force Staff. Oh, Ice Blast off the mark.
Still went in for a bit of harass. Didn't do too much.
The important thing to note here, though, Moonglade, is they're still putting a lot of pressure on the Ember Spirit.
That's exactly right. They still have that objective to shut him down. You know, stop him from farming as much as they can, hurt him, damage him, make him go home.
Oh, Bambo. He was looking for that combo.
Oh yeah, wasted that ulti. Still, I mean, Ember Spirit has to get out of there for now.
Single smoke from Jaw. Well, oh, and Eosin's nearby as well. I didn't catch him. But look at that bottom lane. It's just abandoned by Pokerface. They still know that we want to avoid this area as much as possible. You can have our jungle. Just please don't steal our rares.
But it looks like they're coming back in force. They're going to start clearing that jungle out, looking for potential threats here. It looks like they jump on the Quap here. Bambo in a bit of trouble here.
Ice Blast comes out. Bambo low on health. Oh,
Bambo
he ends up falling. Is Puck doing work? Eosin low on health as well. He has to back up for the time being, but the Tranquil Boots will keep him A-OK. 10 stacks on the wand as well, so he'll be able to survive. But they get Jaw and
getting some nice kills and
comeback.
Bit of a comeback.
I think it could be a comeback.
It's looking good, but still this Lunar has been pretty much uninterrupted this whole game.
Yeah, that's the big thing to look at throughout this match. Zephyr's carries have been left completely unchecked.
I mean, like they can kill Quap and they can kill Ancient Apparition and Sanking all day long, but what about when like it gets to mid to late game and the TA and Lunar are just so farmed up? You already see 110 last hits on the Lunar. That's ridiculous. It's just getting bigger and bigger, and there's nothing to stop him. I mean,
look, Blitz has picked up his Blink Dagger, so a little bit more initiation on Zephyr's end, but the same can be said for the Puck. Dagon.
Dagon takes him down.
Indeed. That was I always love seeing the first Dagon kill. I'm just like, I bet you weren't expecting that, were you, enemy
It's such
team?
a surprise. It just comes out of nowhere. It's kind of like the Zeus ulti, you know? You just see it come out of nowhere and just kill someone. You're like, oh, man, I forgot.
Zeus actually is getting a bit of a buff next patch.
Oh, excellent. You know, I miss seeing Zeus in games, you know? He's such a fun character.
They have to rework his model, though.
Yeah, they do. I mean...
Oh, initiation, the Puck. And Sexy Bam low. Oh, no, if he's going to get caught. And will be taken down by the Treant.
It's kind of a bad position for Pokerface to be in there, next to the Lunar right here. And they're going to continue, and they're going to drag Lunar in.
2 for 2. They're going to get Corey from the look of things. And moving in on Eosin. Next, they get him.
It's going to be a team wipe. They're going to take out the Ancient Apparition. And
Zephyr.
What a comeback by Pokerface.
Holy crap, Moonglade. I was not expecting this. Pokerface. I feel like Batrider and Puck are like carrying their team so hard right now.
I feel like they keep getting baited into these like tree ganks. Both times they've lost their team, they've been trying to kill enemy heroes in the trees, and like they've just been baited in. And the rest of the team comes along and finishes them off. And yeah, you're absolutely right. Like Puck and Batrider are just doing so much work right now, but they still need to get this Ember Spirit up. They still need to find room for him to just start farming.
Well, he's slowly creeping back up into net worth. Batrider is actually very close to both Luna and TA.
Yeah, he's doing really well.
I mean, Batrider already has the items that he kind of needs, the Blink Dagger, the Force Staff. Anything after this is luxury, but Bambo, he may actually not end up surviving this.
Oh my goodness. Bambo down again.
Finished off with the Flame Break from the Batrider. We are seeing a completely new team.
This team is turning things around. I mean, after such a bad start to the game, a bad early game, they've found plays, they found team fights that have just went so well for them. Completely turned it around, made it. I would say they're on par almost. The only thing that's really a problem is this Lunar and TA is still are still so farmed from the early game.
Yeah, that's still the big problem, and the big picture to really look at. Well, they will get Roshan pretty easily.
It's like we've seen a gank on the Sand King too.
Yeah, they had a pick off.
Febby takes him down.
Actually, look at that. Ember Spirit is now 5 kills, 4 deaths, 5 assists.
Wow.
5, 4, and 5. He has crawled his way back into the match.
Yeah, he was doing real bad. Wow, Puck gets away.
Dragon Blitz.
TA.
I don't think they'll be able to finish him off.
Nah, this might be a bit ambitious. He gets away.
Also note that TA picked up the Aegis as well.
Ah.
I expected that to go on Corey, but maybe he was planning on still farming a little bit more and doing less team fighting.
Yeah, that must be it. Not quite ready for it just yet.
All right, well, as we approach the 20-minute mark in the game, 16-14 with Pokerface actually leading the kill boards. And it was weird because earlier on, Zephyr got an early first blood. They actually got a total of, I think, 3 kills to 1 in the early stages, but Pokerface have been able to crawl their way back into this match.
I mean, it was like 9-1 at one point. Like, it was ridiculous.
Blitz being able to deny the mid tower. So just a nice little move there. And Pokerface, they still have a lot of initiation and team fight capability, while Zephyr, I feel, will be the victors in the late game with that Luna and TA farm, and also Queen of Pain to help out.
Yeah, absolutely.
Up the chain, dragging Corey back, and there's no response. He goes down. Are they going to get Aosin next? Yes, they are. Now Blitz, he's being ultimate. Oh, this is just an absolute disaster for Zephyr. The Aegis is popped. MVP's coach looking pretty excited over and surprised.
Oh my goodness, what a fight. These team fights are going just so well.
You can't underestimate the initiation power of Pokerface.
Bat Rider is just insane. I mean, grabbing the Luna like that, instant kill, and just cleaning up after that, it was just a beautiful engagement. And they can push the tier 2 right now, and I don't think there's any way for them to stop them.
Indeed. Ice Blast will hit a lot of Pokerface, but they are pretty darn solid health-wise.
They're pretty much all on max health, so it's pretty much not going to do anything. And they're going to get this tower for free.
You know, with all the initiation available, this means that Febby's always going to be out of harm's way. The fight will come to him, not the other way around.
Yeah, and that's pretty much what he needs right now. Gets the last hit. Help his farm out a little bit more.
Tier 2 tower falling to the way of Pokerface, and they've been able to save this Tier 1 tower at the bottom lane. Don't forget that the living armor from the Treant Protector is helping out these towers a lot to kind of keep them online.
Very good point. Such a strong skill.
I do wish he would use it a little bit more, though. It doesn't look like he's fully utilizing it.
Yeah. You might be waiting it for like team fights.
Yeah,
making sure it's ready, making sure it's online, so you can save that Ember Spirit when he's getting focused.
Well, Ember Spirit, he has picked up a Mithril Hammer, which means that he's either moving into a Desolator or he wants a BKB.
Interesting.
Personally, I'm a fan of going for lots of Battle Furies on the Ember Spirit. That's how I play. Get your Daedalus as well.
Yeah, Daedalus and some Battle Furies, absolutely.
I think it's the hardest carrying build.
Yeah, but I mean, like, when you have such a bad start like this, maybe you want to go for a bit more of a safer build. You want to try and last a bit longer in the fights, less about the damage, so you're not as squishy.
He decides to get the Desolator, though, over the Black King bar,
interesting.
Which I like it for if you want to push earlier, and I mean, it will be nice with Pokerface's lineup because they have a lot of AoE, so getting those stacks from the Desolator of the negative armor onto the enemy team in these team fights, like every single time guaranteed, will be nice.
That is actually a very good point.
And Bambo is going to have to be quite careful.
Yeah, it looks like they're kind of waiting for...
They're waiting for the point they
initiate.
Waiting,
and this is here. This is what's going to happen.
Oh, they're going to spot it from the high ground. Oh, Bambo blinks away.
Good blink.
Very close.
Very, very close.
And they still get the tower, however, and Pokerface will be pushing into the Tier 2. Zephyr will need to mount some type of defense.
Oh, and they get the ulti, and they're going for the engagement, but Puck's ulti goes off, kind of shuts everything down. Bambo down. Sand King down.
That's 2.
And Luna's going to look for an engagement, but she gets lassoed here.
Okay, well, Corey's actually still alive, and a lot of the big ultimates are used. Blitz trying to turn it around. Not quite able to pick off character, though, and nice silence. Oh, the Sleight of Fist finishes off the Ancient Apparition. They get Corey as well. And Blitz! He's going to die. That's it.
Gone.
Pokerface, 24-15, completely routing Zephyr twice in a row.
Wow, that's 3 fantastic team fights. And 3 like total team wipes essentially. This is amazing.
The turnaround.
Such an amazing comeback.
It's happened, and
it's happened. It's happened, man.
Pokerface are in every stretch of the word ahead. I am so surprised that this has happened, especially considering.
What an amazing comeback.
I mean, not Aosin, but Zephyr as a whole may have gotten a little bit too complacent in the earlier stages.
They got a little too overconfident, and they kind of dove a little too far.
I mean, let's not forget, Pokerface, they have an insane lineup when it comes to initiation with the Puck, the Bat Rider, Treant Protector, and you can basically lock down 2 people, with the Bane, and then from behind, Ember Spirit just, slices people to bits with the Sleight of Fist.
Yeah. This is going so well. It's such an impressive comeback.
Zephyr, they probably were not expecting Pokerface to put up this much of a fight.
I mean, after last season with Bird Gang, I mean, they didn't do too well. They finished third, I think it was, and they didn't win that much. That didn't win many games at all. But
maybe the 10-bird switch turned out being the right thing.
Seems like it was the key, you know, key to their success. They're a fresh team, a new team, so yeah, this is exciting to see.
Indeed, it is. Now this is going to make Tier 1 as a whole much more exciting, I feel.
Yeah, much less dominated.
Indeed. It was just Zephyr and MVP Phoenix at the top last season. And this time around, we have Eye of the Tiger, now known as Rave, in Tier 1, which I do feel are a Tier 1 team. They deserve to be in that bracket. And I guess Pokerface, well, from what we're seeing here, they're doing pretty darn solid.
They seem to be very much a Tier 1 team.
Indeed. Okay, well, Zephyr's backing off. I think they need to evaluate what they're doing in this game because they had such an amazing early start, and Pokerface have managed to just turn it around completely. They lost the mid lane and bottom lane, but they've still managed to crawl back into the game, get a lot of really good team fight engagements, and pull ahead.
Yeah. They're absolutely going to have to change their game plan for the mid and late game. I mean, it's just not working the way it was.
The Tier 1 tower brought all the way up back to full health.
Wow. That's insane.
At Moonglade, I don't know if you saw, but this tower is really low on health, and there's going to be a lot of initiation coming their way. Ancient Apparition Blast should hit the bulk of them, but that's not going to stop the Luna from falling. They're going to try to pick up Aeos and X, and they get him with the Sentry Ward.
They pretty much just got completely jumped on by the Treant and TP'd in and just finished it off. Such an easy maneuver. And it looks like they're going to look for the TA too. Blitz in a bit of trouble here. Lassoed dragged back. Here comes Puck.
And he's going to get silenced as well, so no escape for Blitz. He has to get out of there. Refraction Charge, trying to keep him alive for as long as possible. BKB activated, but I don't know if it'll be enough. He's still...
Oh, there we go.
He was alive for a few seconds, but that's it.
Yeah. Looks like they're going to end it there. But we got Ember Spirit and Bane moving top. Might be looking for Bamboo.
Well, Zephyr did take a little vacation over the break between the KDL seasons, and I think it's pretty clear that Pokerface took no breaks whatsoever.
They spent their holidays powering up, apparently.
Indeed, that's the Korean way. And you know, if Zephyr if there comes a point where they're no longer the Tier 1 team in Korea, that's when you know that you are going to have to look at Korea as the next big region.
Oh, it's very promising for the scene when you see competition grow like this. And it's very, very exciting for the scene, and it means this season's going to be very exciting.
Coming into this match, I wasn't entirely sure what to expect from Pokerface, but I mean, they're simply outplaying Zephyr at this point.
They're playing amazing. And yeah, I agree completely. I mean, looking at the statistics from last season, I was thinking that it was going to be kind of like a washover for Zephyr. They were just going to destroy. But not the case. Not the case at all. Oh, they find the Sand King, Lasso, and take him out instantly. They might get a Tier 3 from this. A beautiful
I don't think
pick.
Zephyr they don't have any type of counter initiation.
They get
AA Blast, who cares?
Yeah, they get a Bat Rider. It looks like they're engaging again. They get Bamboo. TA.
He's caught in the ultimate. The Clip's coming out as well, but the Treant Protector, he'll throw out his ultimate as well, keeping them in place. Corey is dead.
They just have no answer.
Blitz. And they're going to get him. Everybody is dead on Zephyr. Ladies and gentlemen, Pokerface coming out of nowhere. They're going to win this game from the look of things. They get the Tier 3s. Everybody on Zephyr still dead. Aeosem will come back, but I mean, it's just one person.
What's the Sankey going to do against this kind of army? They're all on full HP again. What an amazing team fight. What an amazing composition. They're doing just so well.
Well, my earlier predictions saying Zephyr would win this in under 20 minutes have been shattered, Moonglade. They have been shattered.
Yeah, well, mine too, saying Zephyr is going to win 2-0. I might be thinking the other way right now, or at least a 2-1 to one team. But I don't know who. I mean, they're just playing so well.
I think Zephyr will give it one last-ditch attempt at the bottom lane to defend, and I mean, if things don't work out, they'll just go ahead and call the GG.
Pokerface is going to back out after taking out the racks.
Well, Pokerface, they got the melee Rex, the important one.
They just take it safe, maybe to Roshan.
Yeah, I think they want to go ahead and take out Roshan. That would be the safest choice, but
maybe try and like encourage another team fight that they can dominate. You know, it seems to be the trend.
Look at the items as well from Pokerface. That's a very, very close Daedalus 4. Oh, hold on a second. Bambo drag back from the lasso and just blowing up the pieces. Holy crap!
Again, these guys are just waiting, and it looks like it's a GG. That's it.
GG is called. Holy crap, Zephyr. They got just absolutely clowned in the second half of that game. They were doing so good early on, but Bird Gang 2.0 Pokerface showing that they are here to play. Yeah. They're here to win, and I am absolutely completely surprised.
That's insane. I mean, the very first game of the season.